The air was thick with dust and the rumble of heavy machinery, a familiar symphony for the men who toiled deep beneath the Atacama Desert. For generations, the San José mine in Chile had yielded copper and gold, demanding sweat and muscle from its workers. On 5th August 2010, the morning dawned like any other, promising another day of dark tunnels and glimmering rock. 33 miners descended into the belly of the mountain for a day's work. Suddenly, without warning, the mountain groaned, a sound like thunder, then a tremor that shook the very foundations of their world. Deep within the mine, a massive collapse occurred, a colossal slab of rock twice the weight of the Empire State Building ushering off and plunging into the main access ramp. Dust choked the air, darkness swallowed the light, and the screams of men mingled with the terrifying roar of the earth. The 33 were trapped, nearly 700 meters below the surface, the only way out sealed off. Among the 33 miners was Mario Sepulveda, the charismatic Super Mario, whose booming voice and infectious energy often lifted spirits. There was also Don Lucho, the shift supervisor, a man burdened with the responsibility for his crew. Above ground, chaos erupted. Families rushed to the mine entrance, their faces etched with a desperate hope that quickly turned to agonizing fear. The Chilean government, along with mining experts from around the world, mobilized for a rescue effort that seemed, to many, impossible. Initial attempts to reach the men through collapsed shafts were met with frustration and the grim reality of the mountain's implacable grip. Days bled into a week, then two, with no sign of life from below. The world held its breath, expecting the worst. But deep in their subterranean tomb, the 33 had not given up. They huddled together in a small refuge, rationed dwindling supplies, a few cans of tuna, biscuits, and sips of dirty water. Leadership emerged. Don Lucho meticulously organized their meager resources, while Super Mario became their emotional anchor, using his humor and strength to stave off despair. They knew they had to be found, so they worked tirelessly to clear a path to a deeper part of the mine where they believed rescue drills might reach. On the 17th day, a glimmer of hope pierced the darkness. A slim drill bit, probing through hundreds of meters of solid rock, finally broke through into their refuge. Attached to the drill was a note, scrawled by the miners. "We are fine in the shelter, the 33. The message, held aloft for the cameras above ground, ignited an explosion of joy and relief across the globe. The families wept, the rescuers cheered, and the world rejoiced. The challenge, however, had only just begun. Now came the monumental task of bringing them home. 3 separate drilling plans were set in motion, each a race against time, as the miners below faced dwindling food, rising temperatures, and the psychological toll of their confinement. Weeks stretched into months. Above ground, a meticulously planned Operation San Lorenzo, took shape. Supplies, including food, water, medicine, and even letters from loved ones, were lowered through the narrow boreholes. The men, though still trapped, could finally communicate with the world outside, their voices providing comfort to their anxious families. Finally, on 13th October 2010, after 69 days of unimaginable ordeal, a specially designed rescue capsule, the Phoenix, was lowered into the earth. One by one, the miners were pulled from the darkness, a jubilant crowd of family members, rescuers, and media watching their ascent. Each man who emerged was greeted with thunderous applause, tearful embraces, and a renewed appreciation for life. Super Mario, ever the showman, emerged with a triumphant roar and a bag of rocks he'd collected as souvenirs. The rescue of the 33 was more than just a successful engineering feat. It was a testament to human resilience, the power of hope, and the unwavering bonds of family and community. It was a story that captured the world's imagination, a dramatic reminder that even in the deepest darkness, the light of human spirit can ultimately prevail. This incredible and inspiring real-life event has been made into a film titled The 33. Watching the movie, you'll understand how, even in the face of extreme danger, human beings can fight to survive without giving up hope.